All right, everybody, welcome back.
Glad to be here.
So today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of Trogon birds.
Okay.
And this was a request from you guys out there listening. A lot of you had questions about these birds.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I'm pretty excited to learn more myself.
Right.
Because they're known for their, crazy, vibrant colors and those, kind of weird feet.
Right.
And they actually have historical and cultural significance in, some really old civilizations,
Yeah.
which is really, really cool. So
Yeah.
I guess to get started,
Yeah.
for those of us who maybe only know the robins, the pigeons in their backyard,
Right.
what exactly is a trogon? What makes them so special and unique in the bird world?
So a trogon is a medium-sized bird. They're in the family Trogonidae,
Okay.
and they're found in tropical and subtropical forests,
Oh, wow.
woodlands, and areas with really dense vegetation across the Americas, Africa, and Asia.
Oh, wow. So they're all over the place.
Yeah, pretty widespread. And they range in size from about 23 to 40 centimeters.
Okay.
So that's kind of between a robin and a crow.
Okay. Okay. So
But their real appeal is their appearance.
okay.
I mean, have you seen these birds?
I've seen pictures, and that's what everybody keeps asking about is
Yeah.
these colors.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So are they really as vibrant and crazy as they look in photos?
Yeah, even more so in person, the males especially,
Okay.
just decked out in these metallic greens, blues, reds.
How do they even get colors like that?
It's the structure of their feathers.
Oh, okay.
They reflect light in a way that creates this iridescent, almost magical effect.
It's like they're shimmering, glowing.
Yeah, exactly. They have built-in special effects.
Wow. So I'm guessing that's got to be for attracting mates, right?
You got it. It's all about standing out and catching the eye of a potential partner.
But I'm looking at a picture now, and the females are a lot more, subdued.
Right?
Browns and grays. Why is that?
Camouflage, especially when they're nesting.
Oh, that makes sense.
They blend into the background, protecting themselves and their eggs.
So it's like practical beauty.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly.
Stunning to look at, but also serves a purpose. Now, while we're talking about practical,
Yeah.
another thing that people keep bringing up are their feet.
Oh, yeah.
Those weird feet.
They're pretty unique.
Yeah. So what's the deal with them? Why are they so different?
So they have what's called zygodactyl feet.
Yeah.
And that means 2 toes point forward and 2 toes point backward.
Okay. So most birds have 3 forward, 1 back.
Right.
So why the difference?
Well, think about their lifestyle. They spend so much time perched on branches in these dense forests, and they need a really strong grip.
Okay.
It's like having built-in climbing gear. 2 toes forward and 2 backward, they're incredibly stable, secure.
So it's all about adapting to that, treetop life.
Exactly. Perfect adaptation.
Now, I know there's, more than one species of trogon.
Right. There's about 40 different species.
Okay.
And they all have this zygodactyl foot structure. They're divided into various genera, like
Right.
Trogon, Priotellus, and Apoloderma.
Okay.
And one of the most noteworthy is
Yeah.
the resplendent quetzal.
Okay, the resplendent quetzal. That name sounds familiar. I feel like it has some historical significance.
You're right. The ancient Maya and Aztec civilizations, they revered the quetzal.
Oh, wow.
They saw it as a symbol of freedom and beauty.
Like a spiritual symbol.
Yeah, they associated it with deities, incorporated its imagery in their art and architecture.
Wow, that's incredible. So, these birds aren't just beautiful, they're, historically and culturally significant, too.
Exactly. It adds another layer to their allure, right?
Yeah, it's they're almost like mythical creatures. So where do these mythical creatures make their homes?
Well, they're cavity nesters.
Okay, what does that mean?
They find pre-existing hollows in trees, sometimes termite mounds,
Oh, wow.
and they create their nests there.
So they're resourceful. They use what nature provides.
Yeah, they don't build elaborate nests like some other birds. They just find the perfect ready-made space.
Okay, and what about, family life? Are they good parents?
They're monogamous,
Mhm.
meaning they mate for life, and they share the responsibilities of raising their chicks.
Oh, wow.
Both males and females incubate the eggs and feed their young.
So it's a real team effort. I like that. So we've talked about their looks, their homes, their family life.
Yeah.
What do these guys eat? What fuels all this beauty and activity?
They primarily eat fruit, so berries, figs, things like that.
Oh, wow. So they got a sweet tooth.
Yeah, they do. But they're also opportunistic feeders.
Okay.
So they'll eat insects, small reptiles, invertebrates.
So they're not afraid to get a little protein in there, too.
Exactly.
It's like a balanced diet. I get it now. All those lush forests, like a giant buffet for them. But I'm guessing it's not always paradise, even for a Trogon. Are they
Right.
facing any threats?
Sadly, yes, like a lot of species, habitat loss is a big problem.
Yeah,
With
okay.
deforestation, agriculture, development, it's all shrinking their forest homes.
It's always so sad to hear about the impact we humans have on these delicate ecosystems. Are there any species that are particularly vulnerable right now?
The resplendent quetzal, that one we were talking.
Oh, right. The one with the historical significance.
Yeah, it's actually considered near threatened because of habitat loss.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, a bird so deeply tied to human culture, and now it's at risk because of us.
Yeah, it really highlights the urgency of conservation efforts.
So are there any, like, conservation efforts happening to try and help these birds?
Yeah, definitely. There are people out there working really hard to protect these birds and their habitats.
Okay.
Things like establishing protected areas, promoting sustainable forestry practices,
Right.
reforestation projects. All these things are crucial for their survival.
So if someone wanted to, like, see these birds in the wild, what would they have to do? Where would they even start?
Well, trogons are pretty sedentary. They tend to stick to their territories year-round,
Okay.
but they're surprisingly difficult to spot.
Really? Even with those, like, crazy colors?
Yeah, they're shy and secretive,
Ah.
often stay motionless for long periods, high up in the canopy.
So you'd really have to know what you were looking for
Yeah.
and be really patient
Yeah,
to even catch a glimpse of one.
exactly.
But it would be so worth it,
Yeah, it would be.
like seeing one of these birds in its natural habitat.
Yeah, I think a lot of times the first sign of a trogon is actually its call.
Okay.
They have these soft, repetitive calls that can help you kind of pinpoint their location.
So listen for the call and then scan the trees. I love it.
That's the way to do it.
This has been an awesome deep dive.
I agree.
Trogon birds, you guys are, like, way cooler than I even thought.
Yeah, they're fascinating.
We went from those vibrant colors and weird feet to their ecological importance,
Yeah.
their cultural connections,
Right.
the challenges they face. It's been a real journey.
Yeah, and it highlights, I think, how interconnected everything is in the natural world.
Absolutely. It really does. So big thanks to you for sharing all your knowledge with us today. And to you guys out there listening, thank you for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
I hope this has inspired you to, like, learn more about these amazing creatures.
Yeah.
Now, here's something for you to think about. We know deforestation is a major threat to these birds. So what can we do in our daily lives to support forest conservation
That's a good question.
and ensure that these vibrant birds, these symbols of freedom and beauty, continue to grace our world for generations to come?
Right.
All right, everybody, until next time, happy birding.
Take care.
Bye.